You watched Bruce Lee the whole time, seen everything
Yeah.
that he did.
Yeah.
I want to get to the bottom of this once and for all, if you don't mind. I'd rather just have him say it. The Bruce Lee demonstration. So Chuck was there, witnessing everything. He said that only Bruce Lee threw strikes at you, and then the guy up there, which was you, never got to throw strikes at Bruce. Grandmaster Vic Moore will talk about this. Obviously, different era, and they would have not treated him as fairly. So Vic Moore and Chuck Norris had a match in '67, right?
Chuck Norris and we fought. I beat Chuck Norris. He did a spinning back kick, threw that shoulder forward. He get ready to spin. Bam! Steve Armstrong didn't want me to have the points. All the judges' flag was up. They had a meeting. Chuck Norris took his program. He said, to the guy that beat me, fair and square. I told Chuck, you don't have to do that.
I don't know.
Okay, but did you see whether it was '67 or another year?
I don't recall the name Vic Moore at all.
What do you mean? You know who Grandmaster Vic Moore is, right?
No.
Well, he's the guy that he did the speed test with Bruce Lee in '67, right? When Bruce Lee would do the punches and he was supposed to block him.
That was in '67. '67 was when me and Bruce Lee did our demonstration, and I beat him. Square and fair.
Okay. You
do remember that, right?
I remember a guy. I mean, I couldn't have told you who. To me, it was just, he just picked somebody out of the crowd.
Okay. So he picked the guy was Vic Moore, and so Vic was saying the only footage they've ever shown online was basically Bruce Lee getting the better of him. Now, do you remember anything about the guy that they picked out of the crowd, if he got his turn where he could throw a couple strikes at Bruce Lee?
I threw my punches at him before he walked away. I said, wait a minute, Bruce, let me show you how it's done.
Nobody threw at Bruce Lee.
And you were there the whole time. Like you didn't take like a bathroom break or do anything, did you?
No.
I mean, like maybe you left for a few moments and missed it.
No, I didn't leave. Who would have left?
So you watched Bruce Lee the whole time, seen everything that he did.
Yeah, I think that was the year he did a demonstration with Dan and Sato where they put on full gear and
they did the sparring, exactly.
Yeah, Bruce was kicking him in the head and punching him in the body. Danny came close a couple of times, but I mean it was no comparison. And I think one of the things also he did the 1-inch punch.
Yeah, he did that. Yeah, and that dude flying back in the chair.
Yeah, and the guy slid back in his. Of course, it was a nice concrete floor and a chair that would steel thing on it, but he'd slide pretty easy. But still, he said the dude flying. Excuse me. And I don't recall anybody ever throwing anything at Bruce in the way of a blow.
Okay.
For any reason.
I threw my punches at him. Boom. He missed. I said, we'll go again. I came back. I threw my punches at him, but this time I hit him a little harder, knocked him back. Boom. He blocked that one. Man, everybody was booing him, whooping and hollering. The man had tears in his eyes. Swear for God.
Other than, like I said, with Danny when he did the demonstration there of full contact. And where they're bashing each other, but they had gear on. They weren't getting they were being injured.
Yeah. Okay. So as far as you know, you're not really familiar with Vic Moore, but you did see a guy.
I saw Bruce Lee with a guy.
Okay, and then Bruce Lee did his strikes, got the better of him, and then that was it. This guy never got to. Hey, my turn. Let me see if I can.
Oh God, no. No, what was the point of that event? They were there to see
if,
like, hey, I want my turn type thing. No?
I don't recall that at all.
I said, we'll go one more time. He said, no, you are the faster. That was his word, exact word. I said, well, come on. You threw 3, so I'll throw 3. He said, okay. I feel sorry for him. I just threw a regular speedy punch. He blocked that one,
Yeah, it's interesting because he is so convincing and convinced that it happened. And I've talked to him a few different times. And this story is always the same. So it's not like one of those things you question. It's like, he added this detail, he added that. It's like, I'm pretty sure he could pass a lie detector test if he was hooked up to one. He seems so convinced, and he's aware of you because I talked to him not too long ago. He said he's been trying to get a hold of you, but he keeps getting your assistant, and he's been trying to call you. So you do not know Vic Moore, though.
I have no assistant. If he's been trying to call me, you don't have the right phone number. That's all. I'll give him my phone number. He can call me.
Just out of curiosity, do you want me to try to call him to see, like, hey, Vic, I don't think he knows who you are.
I don't know him.
I'm going to call just for fun, if you don't mind. I want to get to the bottom of this once and for all, if you don't mind, and then we'll move on from that.
Okay.
Let's see. I mean, it's a wild tale. Like, I'll tell you more details too, but I'd rather just have him say it.
Vic Moore.
Oh, hey, Vic, I'm live with Grandmaster Chuck Sullivan, and we're talking about the Bruce Lee 1967 Long Beach Internationals, right?
I'm watching. He said Chuck Norris match was just like all of their matches. I mean, yes.
Vic, not talking about the Chuck Norris match, but the Bruce Lee demonstration. So Chuck was there witnessing everything. He said that only Bruce Lee threw strikes at you, and then the guy up there, which was you, never got to throw strikes at Bruce.
No, I threw strikes at Bruce right after he had threw his strike. He was getting ready to walk away, and I said, wait a minute, Bruce, let me show you how it's done. And everybody laughed, and we squared off again, and I threw a blow, and he missed. Then I threw another blow, and he missed. And the third blow, I slowed down and just threw a regular punch, and he caught that one, and he was very distraught that he had missed two of my punches.
I don't recall that at all. Not at all. I don't recall anything
Hey,
like that.
Vic, Chuck doesn't recall that at all, and he said he was there the whole time, didn't do a bathroom break or anything.
Nobody took a break during that time. We watched intently.
So Vic, can you? I hear. It sounds like I'm delayed with what you're watching in the background. So basically, you're still going to stick with your story, though. You were there. You threw strikes at Bruce Lee. Bruce Lee could not block him. That's your story, and you're sticking with it 100%.
Yeah, I swear to God, that's what happened. Anybody that don't know it didn't see it. You do remember that, right? I remember a guy. There was Steve Sanders. He spoke about it. He saw it.
Let me ask you this. So you do not know Chuck Sullivan, though, right? You guys don't know each other, right?
No, I only know of his reputation.
Okay, so you guys don't know each other. You just know of his reputation. Well, let me get back to Chuck and talk about some other stuff. Maybe you could hook me up with Steve Saunders someday, but it's still a mystery. I was hoping to resolve this once and for all, but you guys are both pretty damn convincing. So anyway, we'll talk later, Vic. Thank you.
Yeah, he threw two punches at me that I blocked, and then he threw this backhand strike 2.5 feet away.
Okay, Vic, I'll call you back. I'll call you later today, okay? Okay, thanks. So just let me ask you this, Chuck, just to have fun with this. Why do you think Vic would make all this stuff up?
I think that's what he wanted to do. I think he wanted to throw some shots at him and see what would happen. And over time, perhaps he just convinced himself that he did. I don't know, because I can't project or
Yeah, it is fascinating, though. It is fascinating.
God, I wish I could think of anybody else who was there. They've got me, I think, sitting. Somebody took a picture of I was watching the demonstration. I'm right at ringside. So, I mean, I couldn't hardly got any closer without being the guy. and I would have got up there and done that.
Yeah, that's so just to let you and the audience know. So again, go and we'll move on from this in a minute. So Vic, when I was talking to him not even that long ago, he was just saying, look, the truth needs to finally come out. There's footage of it that was never released, and
What do you
he's
mean
under the
released?
impression.
What does he mean released? You didn't release anything.
So
It was just out there, or it wasn't.
So Chuck, yeah, supposedly, again, going with Vic Moore's story, he's saying that Ed Parker promised Bruce Lee to never let that footage be shown because it would diminish the legend of it would tarnish his.
Right. There's 18,000 people that watch it, but don't let the film get out because that's going to prove that. Come on, come on. Oh my God.
That's Vic's story, and he's sticking to it. But okay, well, I mean, that's I was hoping to solve that mystery once and for all. I mean,
I think you did.
No, it just adds more confusion. But yeah, you were there ringside the whole time. So, but anyway, let's move on here. Oh wait, okay. So people are just making jokes in the comments section.
Well, that was a pretty good joke in itself.
There you go. That was entertaining to say the least. But
yeah. I didn't even realize somebody was running around saying that he blocked Bruce Lee's punches in a demonstration.
Well, let me know in the comments what you guys think, and I will try to get Steve Sanders and or Dan Inasana to share what they've seen. And perhaps we can maybe solve a mystery once and for all, or just add to the confusion. Anyway, if you guys aren't watching the live videos, I'm trying to do these at least once a week. Make sure to check those out. I post in the community page where I'm going to do them. And you can, of course, always watch them after the fact. But I do like to break up the lives in these smaller video segments that I believe are good enough for their own topic and video. So if you don't want to watch the whole lives, which usually they're more than an hour, I'm giving you guys these little pieces.